Well, good evening, boys and girls. I'm here to give you your Impact review. Very, disappointing show this week, I have to say. After last week with a great episode of Impact, a lot of, great stuff to kick off the new year, I have to say that this episode of Impact really didn't do it for me. And I'm going to explain why. We start off, it's Sting. Sting's back. Sting. Didn't you notice that when Sting went off TV for a couple of months, Impact started to improve? And now the episode, where he's back and he's starting off the show, this is the show that's not that good. So you could see nothing good comes from Sting. So it's Angle, Samoa Joe, Sting kicking off with a promo. Angle wants to know what's going on with Anderson. Is he with Aces and Eights? Is he not? Comes out. Anderson and Angle are going to have a match. He punches him in the face. Compared to last week's great opener, this was nothing really too special here. Very, bland, unexciting. Then we get our first match of the night. It picks things up a bit. It's Kenny King defeating Zema Ion to advance to the Genesis pay-per-view. He's going to take on, what the fuck's his name? Christian York. There we go. Almost forgot. Anyway, it was a pretty decent match. 3 minutes, but very fast-paced. Whenever WWE tries to do these fast-paced matches like this, they can never really do it in the style that TNA does. And, these are the type of matches that are exclusive to Impact. A good match, it's like, I really wish that they could go longer. It was a really, good effort here, but, there should have been more to it. I don't understand why, when you've got, this is, one of the best things. I hear they're going to do a full-on X Division show, which, has a lot of promise, but when you've got, the best wrestling on the show right here with the, the most athletic guys, why not at least give them, 8 minutes, 9, 10 minutes, Then we get, it's Robbie T and Brooke Tessmacher defeating Tara and Jesse, once again, I love Tessmacher's ass. They should build monuments to it on mountaintops. I mean, it's fucking just a beautiful fucking thing. Just a beautiful fucking thing. I think any man should pray to that ass when they go to sleep at night. But anyway, match was fucking garbage. The match was like a fucking couple of seconds. Nothing really to it. At the end, Robbie E wants his hand raised, but Robbie T doesn't want it. Then then things get a little bit better because then he slaps Tessmacher's ass and then shoves his tongue down her throat. See, now that's the thing I like to see. Robbie T, this one guy right here is more manly than anybody on the WWE roster, slapping a woman's ass. Cena is the face of the WWE, is scared to even touch a woman. Doesn't even want a woman to see his fucking penis. Robbie T is going all in. He probably took Brooke Tessmacher to his hotel after this woman fucked her raw. Shit. Anyway, we get Jay Bradley defeating Brian Cage in the gut check. Why? Back to gut check once again. The thing is, no one from gut check is a consistent TNA wrestler. I know they had a open fight night gut check thing a couple of weeks back, but there's no point to this shit. They're not gonna bring them up to the main roster. I don't understand what the fuck this shit's all about. The fucking gut check is it's old. That there's no good wrestlers really are worth the fucking damn. Anyway, I borrowed to look up these two guys. Both of these guys were in WWE developmental, and actually Jay Bradley was Ryan Braddock in WWE for a little bit. He was over on SmackDown in 2008, if anybody fucking gives a shit. He sort of looks like Mark Jindrak, if you could remember that guy even. Sort of like a fucked up Martin Jindrak or some shit like that. Anyway, the match really wasn't that bad, and he did have a good clothesline at the end, but really, why should we fucking care? The crowd is booing for some reason. I guess because they're bored, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a bad match for like two jobbers, but, you know, really, it has no place on the fucking show. You know, like, put this shit on Explosion where I can't fucking see it. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, after that, we get Joseph Park, and he's ready to come back. And he talks to Hulk Hogan about having a match with the Aces and Eights. He gets really excited. He hugs Hogan and everything. His facial expressions during this were very good. I think it's very hard to not like Joseph Park. It's like, you know, not childish. Even when he's like acting very giddy, it's still, you know, you can just see he's a man, just a very quirky man. It's a good character. And once I, you know, and like I said before, Abyss was getting very tiresome in TNA. That character had run its course to the fucking max. I was getting fucking sick of seeing Abyss. But now Joseph Park, you know, people remember my earlier reviews, I didn't like this concept. I was like, you know, what the fuck? It's like a lawyer. But now I'm like, yeah, Joseph Park. It's good. You know, it's actually an interesting character. You know, it's like rebirthing. You know, the same way that they say that they gave Bully Bubba Ray Dudley new life by turning him into Bully Ray. You know, this is actually reinventing a character. You know, what they're doing with Bully Ray is not reinventing him. It's just giving him a new T-shirt. You know, this is like reinventing the guy, and it's working. But they can't let the good shit end there now, can they? Out comes Brooke Hogan. Here we fucking go with this shit. You know, this shit tonight was all over the fucking TV. Brooke Hogan has no fucking place in this fucking business. You know, now you could make the argument, oh, you know, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's Hogan. Hogan, you know, has got a big thing to do here in TNA. A big part of the company. Fuck that shit. Get Hogan the fuck out of there, Dixie. Get him the fuck out of there. If there's anything that Hogan's doing, is bringing this shit down by bringing this fucking ugly daughter on the fucking thing. Okay, you know, she's not that bad looking. I give her a D. But the shit is, it's like, you know, it's just like you want her fucking face off. She's not hot enough that you want to see her on TV. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. It's enough of this shit already with Brooke. Hey, Bully Ray back. Who the fuck wants to see Bully Ray hired back? I sure don't. I'm not like a Bully Ray hater or anything, but I don't fucking miss him. There's nothing really great about Bully Ray. The guy should have retired long ago. He even admitted that on TV like months back. Hulk Hogan's not going to rehire him. Then we get, it's Jeff Hardy and James Storm defeating Austin Aries and Bobby Roode by disqualification. I enjoyed this match, personally. You know, not a really good match or anything, but Aries and Roode, they've got some chemistry, trying to one-up each other. I like when they were coming to the ring that they were arguing about who's going to wear the robe, who's going to wear... I know a thing about robes, haha, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, but anyways, arguing about wearing that cape, and I fucking hate that cape that Austin Aries wears. You know, I love Austin Aries, but that fucking cape just makes him look like a goddamn fag wearing a cape. A weirdo with a cape. Remember that episode of Seinfeld? Remember George Costanza's father? You know, remember he had a lawyer that wore a cape, and you know when everybody thought he was a weirdo. But you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't trust a guy in a cape. I don't care if Superman wears a cape. I don't care if Batman wears a cape. Austin Aries shouldn't be wearing a fucking cape. What's the difference? Because Austin Aries is fucking real. He's not a comic book character. He's not a superhero. Shouldn't be wearing a fucking cape. The fuck, get this fucking cape off of him. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, I enjoyed that shit. Yeah, I liked the, you know, back and forth that they did together. Match was okay. Hits him with the belt, disqualification. It's an okay finish to lead up to the pay-per-view. Then we get it's Sting. Now it's Sting and Mike Knox, because before the match with Anderson and Kurt Angle, Knox comes out and hits him with the hammer, which is pretty cool. I like this hammer shit. It's very violent, reminiscent of, you know, Triple H going ape shit on everybody with the sledgehammer. So this is pretty fucking cool, I have to say, you know. But you know, Anderson and Angle, then Mike Knox and Sting. This is your main event, folks. And it's just basically Sting kicking the shit out of Mike Knox, which is hard to believe. Because Mike Knox should have fucking tore Sting apart. Mike Knox, who was like fucking 30-something years old, should be able to tear apart a guy in his mid-50s, no problem. I mean, look at the size of fucking Mike Knox. He's even bigger than he was in WWE. He should be able to fucking tear this guy and break him in half. You know, they keep saying, look at the size of this guy. So why are they making him look fucking weak? It's, you know, his debut was actually being Mike Knox, where you could see his fucking face. And Mike Knox looks like a badass. He looks like he could fuck anybody up. He looks like a real biker with that beard and shit. But, you know, they just fucking killed it. And I didn't like that at all. It was a shitty fucking match, a shitty fucking main event, and a shitty way to job out Mike Knox, who I thought in WWE actually had a little bit of promise. It's just that they didn't use him the right way. Then shit just goes totally insane here. It's, you know, it's Brooke Hogan, Hulk Hogan, Bully Ray, and they're just arguing it all out here. You know, Bully Ray is trying to earn Hogan's respect. How the fuck, you know, this shit just keeps going on, fucking on, fucking on, fucking on. And then the cheesiest fucking thing happens, just like fucking out of nowhere. Bully Ray proposes to Brooke Hogan. And this shit goes on for like fucking 15 minutes. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. I sing the fucking praises of TNA Wrestling for fucking weeks now. Because they were legitimately good shows with enjoyable content. And that's not to say that there weren't some enjoyable moments on their show. Oh, there were. But this fucking shit was just stupid. Bully Ray proposing to Brooke Hogan. You know, usually when they do some type of proposal, like with Tess and Stephanie McMahon, it's shit that actually people care about. No one gives two fucking shits about Brooke Hogan. Hulk Hogan, no one gives a fucking shit about your daughter. No one fucking cares about her. No one bought her CD because she fucking sucks. People are not watching Impact. They didn't watch Impact. They got a bad rating this week. Ratings are way down this week, as I saw, because of this fucking bullshit. Because this fucking bullshit took up a good 20-25 minutes when you include the previous segment with Brooke and Hogan. This shit's retarded. Bully Ray proposing to Brooke. It's like, and then they're going to have the wedding next week. And then we have to sit through that fucking shit. I mean, really. Seriously. At a time when they could so easily kick the shit out of WWE, just like they did on last week's episode of Impact. That episode of Impact, when compared to this episode that just passed of Raw, it fucking just slaughtered it. It was so much better. So much adult-oriented. So much fucking more manly and masculine and just fucking better. And then they come back with this shit this week. And even though it was, you know, it was better than Raw, but, you know, in certain ways it was better than Raw, you know. It was better, you know what I mean? It's just fucking Raw sucks. But the thing is, it should be so much better. So all this shit should have been cut out of it. I can't really recommend the show. I didn't really enjoy it. You know, there was like 2 decent matches on it, but everything else really fucking sucked. I didn't really enjoy the show this week. I'm hoping that it was just an off night, but this is not just off. This was just Brooke Hogan shit that I don't enjoy. It was just fucking cheesy. Brooke Hogan can't act. Even when they give her the ring, she's like, It's not like a natural reaction. Even Stephanie McMahon did better acting in her first, you know, couple of months when she was on TV for WWE. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, and Brooke Hogan, who's been on TV before, and Hogan knows best, more experience in front of a television camera and still can't fucking act. Fuck this shit. It wasn't good this week. The fucking shit. What the fucking hell? What the fucking shit is this? Come on. Step it up. WWE sucks. Now's the time, TNA. You can fucking kick their asses like there's no tomorrow.